My name is Jessica Martin and I am the president of the Friends of the River Foundation Board of Directors. Our mission is to restore the natural channel of the Smoky Hill River to its role as an integral part of the aesthetic, recreational, and economic life of Salina. Basically, we just want to see water flowing through Salina again. When our founders settled this town, Salina established itself as a trading post, and the Smoky Hill River played a huge part in that. The river was the fastest route west across Kansas, known as the Smoky Hill Trail, and the first non-toll ferry was located on the river by East Iron Avenue. The river was also a place to gather and celebrate life through fishing, boating, and picnics. Ironically, however, the river also caused great devastation to the community, with several floods, including the Great Flood of 1951. In the late 50s, the Corps of Engineers created a diversion channel and levee system in East Salina, which most people actually assume is the original Smoky Hill River. The channel helped prevent flooding, but it also unintentionally stopped the natural flow through Salina, and over the years, silts built up, creating a dry and polluted riverbed. We are not the first group to try and get the river flowing again. In 1978, the city of Salina actually commissioned Wilson & Company to conduct a study of the old river channel, and over the years, restoring the Smoky Hill River has been a top goal of several different community groups and is also adopted into the City of Salina's master plan. Anatole Francis said, "To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe." We really believe in this project and the great things it can do for Salina. As you will see in the interviews, the river has something for everyone. It doesn't matter a person's age, race, or gender, or how much money a person makes. Anyone can enjoy the river, and geographically, it really touches every part of town. This is the type of project that can bring people together, create an identity for Salina, and improve the quality of life. Thank you.
The river in its current condition is just something to overlook. There's nothing there that makes me feel pride. There's nothing that makes me have any feelings of anything.
It makes me feel sad. It's not a good, safe place to commune with nature. It was a beautiful, majestic river that had good flow, and you could have steamboats on it, and they used to ice skate in the winter. It makes me sad that this, what could be a great source of pride for our community, has become, quite frankly, an eyesore and slightly dangerous in certain places.
Well, I grew up in Salina, born in 1925. The river was a wonderful place to grow up in the 30s. Our family and many families of my parents' friends would gather in the park on Sunday, especially for a picnic. Oftentimes go to the boat dock, which was at the end of South Street and 4th. It was called Ole Olson's boat dock. And he had rowboats to rent. They may have been a quarter to rent them. And he had a couple of motorboats with maybe half horsepower engines go down towards the dam, which is right south of Iron Avenue, right north of Iron Avenue, or you could go upstream quite a ways. That was always a high point of a Sunday afternoon for me.
So seeing the river in its current condition, how does that make you feel?
Terrible. For those of us who knew what it was like before, why, it's just a total disaster now.
Ooh, it's very dirty, very murky. We've seen sofas, even dead cats inside the river, which is bad.
It looks horrible. It's like, it looks as if it was a junkyard on top of water.
I think it would be great for Salina to have what I call a signature piece. An extreme example of that is the Arch at St. Louis, or of course the river in San Antonio. Even on Highway 36, there's a town that says we're the town closest to where Home on the Range was written. But if we had the river, I think that would be a great signature piece for Salina, something that would be different from anyone else in our trade territory, and then that could just multiply on top of that.
Well, the River Renewal Project is really important to the Salina community for very many reasons. Local business owners are going to definitely have a major advantage. There's going to bring more revenue into the downtown area, which really supports the whole community, not just the downtown area if we've got more revenue coming in. There's so many reasons that it's going to benefit the Salina community.
I think this project can affect not only Salinans, but everybody that comes to visit.
In the short term, I think it'd be the downtown. There's an emerging downtown anchored by the Stiefel and the community theater, the restaurants. So that's the short term, but then I think it'd be a ripple effect after that. More businesses would come in and our downtown would have a greater identity as a destination.
Once it's all said and done, it's going to positively impact everybody in this community.
Yeah, it could once again be a focal point for recreation for young families.
I think that if this is going to pass, the people who are most likely going to use it are the people who are in elementary and high school right now. Those are the ones who are probably going to benefit of what our generation and the leaders right now of the community are actually going to vote on something that a lot of people right now in the younger generation are going to be able to really utilize. Although hopefully I'm around long enough to utilize it as well, see the vision and done.
I would certainly use it for biking, for walking.
I see picnics, fishing.
I would love to see maybe some restaurants open up along the channel once we open up access.
I love biking.
Personally, I'd like to walk, and it's nice to have a place that would have a changing environment as the seasons change, and you'd see other people walking, and that would be my primary reason to use it. And then, as has been stated, there's all kinds of other activities, biking, boating, hiking.
A return to real family values. I would ask, besides the investment, what is the true opposition? This is an investment in the future.
Please look at the impact on the community as a whole that it could have. That once this project really starts to take form and really starts to come to some sort of fruition, is greatly better than whatever loss that an opposer might feel that they're going to incur. The benefit greatly outweighs the loss.
Well, of course, you know the knock on the younger generation is instant gratification. Now, I don't think that's necessarily 100% true, but it would be a little bit of a step to think this isn't going to happen overnight, that it would be an evolution, but once the ball gets rolling, you can see a little bit of progress, then that has a tendency to encourage others.
Well, first thing come to mind, I'd say they don't know what they're missing. But river projects have been very successful in other communities. Salina has the opportunity, it has the river and the winding river to make it possible to start with.
I remember my dad talking about this as a kid. He had access to the river as recreation. I've missed that, my daughter has missed that, but I sure look forward to sharing this with my future grandchildren.
We're really looking for a place for community downtown. And I think that it's the whole project will bring everybody downtown, especially everything going on with the 2020 vision, I think can tie in with the river in itself and then just make the whole community the hub as what it used to be when it started.
I think no matter what your socioeconomic status is, no matter where in the city that you live, no matter really, there's so many different values that get hit by this River Renewal Project, pride, aesthetics. It really is worth whatever very small tax increase that we might be asked to use to support it.
I think that the River Project is something that the city could be really proud of, especially with all of the talk about things that are going on downtown. I think it goes hand in hand with just, putting out there that we support our hometown.
Think about a legacy How often do we have a chance to do something and be involved in something that's a legacy? And there's no question that those who are involved and those who are on the ground floor and bring it all the way to fruition would be part of a legacy that would be something to be really proud of.
I like that river, so I think it would be a pretty good thing for it to be clean.